great to be in your company. Talofa lava, I'm William Terite. Right, Sāmoa is still waiting on an official result in its general election, but all signs are pointing to a fast party victory. Our reporter Renate Rivers is in the thick of it all on the ground in Sāmoa. She joins us now with all the very latest. Talofa lava, how's it going over there apart from the sunshine? I'm jealous.
Talofa lava Vidiamu, I'm not even sure how hot it is right now, but it's just past 9 and I'm already sweating, so.
Oh, meanwhile, I'm here shivering. Okay, look, give us the lowdown in terms of what's been going on since we last caught up with you.
Sure. Okay, so since we last talked, they've been through quite a few different districts with the final vote counts. I believe from my count last night, they finished quite late, like I think it was about 3 or 4 this morning. They wrapped up the first 2 days of counting. So from my count, they've basically gone through 27 districts. So more than half have been counted, 28 in total if we include the unopposed seat at the very beginning from Falata 2. Today, I would say they're probably maybe the next 2 days of 24/7 just counting to try and sort of motor through the last lot of seats. Yeah.
Is it fair to say, I've got the New Zealand Herald in front of me this morning. On the second page of the New Zealand Herald, it suggests that Lauli is of course, of the Fast Party, is the political rock star that may be the next leader. Is that jumping to a conclusion, or is that inevitably what it looks like now?
Well, I think Rockstar's pretty fair. They're going the other route. I was going to go more along the gospel line myself. I think, yes, it's probably fair that the Fast will win the majority after this final count. Of course, whether that remains for the rest of the term, we have to wait and see because of the petitions that are coming. And we have heard from the former Prime Minister, William that they will be bringing court action against several of the districts, the candidates in the district for the Fast Party. And that may change the final total. So at the moment, yes, I would say that, probably in the next few weeks, we'll definitely see Fast in government. There's also the question of whether the swearing-in ceremony is going to happen a lot sooner. On Sunday, Lauli did say that once the final count is over, he wants to basically get into office immediately.
Wow.
Now, under the Constitution, under the Constitution, there's actually a 45-day period where it can happen. So this could take longer, or it could, happen next week. We really don't know at this stage.
Indeed. Okay, and in terms of the other two camps, HRPP and SUP, have we heard from them in recent days?
No, well, HRPP have basically been keeping it in-house a lot with their communications. So they've been having their prayer services as well, and just their supporters showing up, and the leader has been speaking to a few media who are there as part of the services. I actually spoke with him last night, and he's agreed to have a little chat with me at some point. So I'm looking forward to getting his reaction, first of all, to the election results, and also other issues as well, which he's hinted at as well. In terms of the Sāmoa Uniting Party, Fiameste hasn't come out and said anything or issued any statement. I did visit her offices yesterday at the main government building, and I believe she was just heading into a cabinet meeting at the time, so I wasn't able to sort of get in there. But I'm told by her press team that she will likely issue a statement soon.
Fast Party supporters will inevitably be feeling good about this.
Sure. Yes, we can see that everywhere, locally as well as online. But there is something to be happy about, because it's clear that the party will, gain the majority. It's just a question for how long.
What was the Fast Party's winning formula to ultimately seize such a result, do you think? I know, we're still waiting for an official, declaration, but I mean, look, signs are pointing to it.
I would say that they really, really dug their heels in with their roadshow campaign. I would say even more so than the last time. Last time was kind of like a tester, they were sort of trying things out. This time, as Lauli said, they visited all 51 districts. They held more than 100 prayer services with communities. Obviously, very strong with the online campaign. Not to take anything away from the other parties, but I'd say that they were extremely very strong and very committed to that part of it. I would also say that personality-wise, Lauli is he's very charismatic, and he's also very good at acknowledging people. So in Samoan, there's a term, ole amana io tangata. So basically, he's very good at acknowledging whoever you are, and people, Samoans love that, So I would say that especially for the diaspora, with the history of Tulaipa, who hasn't necessarily been so kind towards them in terms of, how his references. That's been a big factor as well.
Yeah, certainly. And look, just before we wrap it up, I know you've got to get away, but in terms of, what can we expect moving forward in the next few days? When will we actually realistically get an official declaration?
Yeah, so I know I said on Monday that, oh yes, Tuesday or Wednesday, but there've been quite a few hiccups along the way over the last 2 days. So I think, the commissioner has said that at the latest it will be Friday because they only have until that day to come up with the final count. I'd say the majority of the really big districts are completed now. So I would say it's very likely tomorrow evening or even Friday at the very latest. So we should definitely have a final vote count before the end of the week.
Well, we're clutching onto every straw, hoping that we do indeed get a result. But again, it's looking like no surprise at this stage. Thank you very much to our journalist on the ground who's been doing amazing work for us. That is PMN senior journalist Renate Rivers, live for us in Sāmoa. And she's across every twist and turn in this campaign. So make sure to keep it locked right here at Pacific Mornings, PMN on our website, www.pmn.co.nz, and on our YouTube page. Thousands of you have been engaging in funny ways on our social media. So thank you very much. Keep it coming in. This is Pacific